All right, real quick, these are the other seats. Now, the two centers, they're the seats off the 54 Buick. Well, the game music in the background is not my fault, but this turned out really cool. This is the air conditioning ductwork. I will pull it out and show it to you on the table. I didn't really go over a lot, but I will take it out and show it to you. It turned out really nice, and get ready to start and build the next one. And I probably got to do some focusing. Yeah, kind of. It don't really matter. Yeah, I'm gonna walk them through. This is turn this up on its side real quick. This is a template of the air conditioning ductwork that's going to go in the ceiling of the 54 Buick. Let's just lay it right down on the ground. This is a laid out template. Now, me and Charlie ran the first layer right through with this and laid a nice line into it. It's going to be inverted down here through the middle. I'll show you some of the other wheels we're going to do. Go ahead and lay that down on the ground. This is one of them over here that we finished and we put it together. We already fitted this into the car. It turned out real nice. It needs a little bit more work to do. We'll put the tabs and the other things on it and mold it together complete. But that'll be the ductwork for the roof into the car. So it's going to turn out real nice. Hey, here's the Buick again. I've been back on it, Charlie, a little bit, and we lined up all the front end and got the fenders back finished lining up. If you follow along with stuff, me and Bob and Charlie were lining up the fenders right before he passed, and I just was in the middle of other things, and this thing's been sitting for a little bit. She's been all wrapped up, and so me and Charlie are back working on it. Front end's lined up, and yes, I changed my louvers. They're all back where they're supposed to be, and we're working on the ductwork again and getting that where it's supposed to be, and just giving you a quick rundown. Alright, here's your Buick. I'm working on the ductwork with Charlie still. This is the second piece. I've been working on it. Charlie went home. I'm shrinking up the bottom and getting it set, matching what remains of the original pieces. Shape's coming out pretty well. It's moving right along. Let me show you the other piece real quick. It's mounted all up in place, and it turned out really nice. And that's her right there. I went and grabbed a light real quick. That's ductwork. I hadn't put the vent holes in yet, and I'll come back when I get the other one done, put the vent holes in. But it came out real nice. It was fitting real nice, and I'll be continuing on the other side. I've been fitting it in and out. Alright, we got the ductwork in here. I've used George a little bit, helped me do some measuring front to back in different places, and we've marked out where the vents are going to be in the front and the back. And I don't know, I didn't scribble in the one in the front, so it's harder to see, but I'm going to pull these out and cut all the holes out, and this is the other side, and they're both been all fitted. we're going to run the roof rods real quick and get a good position on the roof rods and everything. And then we're going to take them out and cut out the holes, seal them all up, and start putting the headliner in next. So we got to get these little last. Alright, I went through and marked every single place the roof beams are for all the rods going across for the vinyl. Alright, right here I've shown where the lines are for the headliner. The beams are going across, and I'm going to end up notching and making some spots into each one of the places in the ductwork. Just like the original ductwork had bends everywhere one of those were. I had to make the structure of the ductwork, and then I'm going to have to go back and put these in. Here, I'll quick run over the other side and show you. I don't know if you can see them that well. I shaded in where the vent goes. And there's one of the beams still in. I was taking them out and grabbed the camera. I better get some footage of it. I keep not doing enough footage. Alright, I'll show you again when I start notching them and making them. Well, here we are on the Buick seats. Everything's been redone. I think I've went over all the seats with you a long time back. All the materials came in a little while back, and since now we got the bows done in the roof, all the air conditioning heat duct up there is all ready for the air system. We're moving on to getting all the burlap wrapped onto the seats and start doing all the interior onto it. See George here doing hog rings down through the back section, and hog ringing it real nice and getting a real nice all the way through, giving nice firmness to it. And we got some good density foam in, and we're just going to dress her up real good. And like I said, there's where one of them sitting on the floor with the cat. But she's sitting over there, and we've been working on her a good bit lately, trying to get some things ready.
Just got done wrapping the 54 Buick seats in burlap. Hog rings all to the top in the valley here. Adding it inside the valley gives the seat more rigidity, and as over here, as you can see, all these springs are completely loose. So, adding the burlap made it more rigidity and gave it more rigidity, and it's pretty nice and firm. And
So you want me to pick up steaks or hamburgers?
Hamburgers, please.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up a couple steaks too. Want me to get a chicken so I can do a
Beard chicken.
Yeah, you want to do a beer chicken?
I wasn't planning to tonight, but...
No, we could pick up a chicken for tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. You go ahead. I'll eat some chicken.
Alright, here we have the last seat backing to cover in burlap. And gonna get that all done. It's good having George with me for a day. That was kind of cool. And but I'm back on finishing these up, and the other one's been all done, and we're working on the back of the seat right here, and gonna put foam over that on the two pads and then wrap all the foam, and I'll show you as we go. And then we'll go over to Larry and start getting all the final and the stitch work and the coverings made, and I'll show you all that process. Well, that's all covered. These are all ready. And next step will be getting all the upholstery laid out and stitched up and put on. Well, here's the old piece. You can see it's pretty rough and stinky. Just wanted to give you a quick, that's from that. And we're putting a new board in. And the old clips, you're going to do a new measurement. These are just general. And you'll get a new measurement on the new piece. And what you do is just tape it in place, flip it over, run a line around it, measure down 3/4, and put them in place. And we'll just hold this backboard in after it's all done. So alright, here we are on the armrest for the Buick. We're getting ready to do the door panels, and these are one of the armrest pieces that I've disassembled off of one of the panels. This is the old rotted out piece. This is one of the best salvageable ones, and that's going to be replaced. And we've taken a different density foam and have carved this out, and this is its rough cut, and then it's going to get one more layer and a piece across here and all shaped and molded into place. But that's what we're replacing everything with. Here to give you a quick look at some of the old door panels so you see why we're disassembling everything and making all new. All the panels, we've taken 4 different sets and combined to get enough to remake what we're going to do. Got a good selection here to take everything apart from. The metal reinforcement in the back is good. It's the rubber's all rotted out. So well, all that to get to this piece. It isn't that bad. It's a lot of rust, it looks like, but it's just surface rust. Once we run it through a glass beater, and it'll clean right off. We'll bake all that off right there and get the glue off of it. But all the old rubber's just like falling apart and nasty. And we'll make all new.